Dude, you know what I find funny? I find it funny that every single castaway... Well, no, I was gonna say every castaway you found was on a beach, but that's not true. Because Carlon and Kiergaard... Carlon and Kiergaard were found in a forest, so that is not true. I was gonna say they were all found on beaches. A good majority of them were, though. We'll see what that cave's about later. I want to go up here and see what this question mark is.
Switch! Yeah.
What a nice breeze. This must be a natural wind tunnel.
It's the perfect spot for checking which way the wind's blowing.
Zephyr Hill. Oh, yeah. That is a neat view. I like it. We're jumping from game to game, Alfred. Do you mean Ifried? I thought you were making a joke about Ifried from Tales of.
How lucky.
No fall damage. Let's go. Alright, we can go see what this cave is about. Bum, bum, bum. Headwater Falls.
Is this?
The stream in the village must flow from this water source. Look how clear it is.
I want to explore this now and maybe come back later? No. 25, I can definitely handle them. Nah, we can explore this now. I was gonna be like, hey, maybe move on the story and come back later, but I can spare some time to do this right now. Unless something's like, hey, super, super difficult. I love the freedom you get in this game. It seems like you get a lot of freedom. Like, obviously you need, like, castaways to, like, get obstructions, but then once you get, like, enough castaways, you can either move on the story or be like, hey, I'm gonna explore this area, get these landmarks. I will say, I like Ys 9, it's a good game. I have to say that just so people don't think I don't like the game. I do still like the game. I do really like the exploration of this game a lot more already, and I'm like almost 10 hours in. I also just love in Ys 9 or Ys 8, you have a lot more of an incentive. A lot more of an incentive to explore. Like the premise kind of, you know, pushes you to explore, I guess, for lack of a better term. And I really like it. I like how exploring is like the main premise right now.
My turn now.
Oh, we need insect repellent for this, huh? This water looks pretty clean. I'd probably go for a swim if it weren't for all the beasts nearby. What are you talking about? This water looks dark and cold. What if you got caught in the whirlpool and drowned? You shouldn't swim in this at all. What are you so worried about? Why's your face so pale? Don't tell me you're afraid of... How dare you? To assume I'm frightened of water would be a gross mischaracterization.
A good place to fish.
Zephyr has a hill named after him. Oh yeah, he does. Underwater combat? That's interesting. We'll have to see how it executes to be like, yeah, it's good. Don't let his lies deceive you, chat. Good thinking. I shouldn't let chat deceive me.
This is rare.
We can play this all day. I'm not gonna let chat deceive me. Insect repellent. Lots of honey, dude. Oh my word, look at all this. Die? A cursed shell. For the name.
Something's here. A treasure chest.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. We'll see how this underwater combat works. Very few games get underwater combat right. We'll see how this works. The only one that comes to mind is Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh. Okay, we can't do this right now. There might be something that like increases my breathing or something. We'll have to come back for that later. So for now, let's move on the main story. It's probably like in, I think Forbidden West had something like that. There was a side quest in Forbidden West that was like, hey, you had to come back here later in the game and get like the diving mask. There was a side quest that was opened up really early and then I couldn't do it until like later. That might be something similar. Even if I could, it's whatever. I'll do it later.
Something's here.
Numbers are meaningless on the Force Edge. It's just too broken. Too powerful. Look at this range. We probably should go back to Kathleen at some point and get some weapon upgrades, see if we could. That can wait. We're not really having any trouble. I will say, sometimes I miss the gifts of Ys 9. It's not a detriment to 8 at all, but sometimes I think to myself, man, I can definitely go for a gift right now from one of the monstrums. Seems like the neck of the woods is getting thicker and thicker. Must be a jungle up ahead. This area seems free of beast at all. Shall we set up a camp for the night? Stomach, please, let me stream for another, like, hour. Oh my word, a Toodle! Love that lad.
I gotta say, Castaway Village is starting to get pretty lively. We got all sorts of folks from different walks of life helping out.
True. But I'm having a hard time warming up to certain people there.
Huh? Who you talking about?
Probably all of us.
Oh, you mean that stuffed shirt, Carlin?
Oh yeah, Carlin's just the absolute worst. I thought she was gonna say, like, all of us. Because, you know, Loxia is still a bit on the defensive side.
Honestly, you are so...
So, what's your problem with people anyway?
I don't have a problem with anyone. Don't put words in my mouth.
You always so uptight round folks what ain't just like you?
Perhaps. But I'm starting to realize something. There are so many people in this world, all with different histories, attitudes, and beliefs. And while those differences may cause conflict, they are also key to understanding one another. We are all unique individuals. We all contribute in our own way.
One might say we're the masters of our own relationships.
Yo, who does Hummel? I can barely hear him, but this line right here. Is that Reen? Reen Schwarzer from Cold Steel? Is there a backlog in this game? I wish there was a backlog. That line, I just like, that sounds like something Reen would say. That sounds like a really wise thing that Reen would say in Cold Steel.
Huh. Didn't expect that kind of talk out of you, Hummel. But you're right. That's what makes the world so interesting.
Yes. when you think about it, it's rather obvious. Perhaps I don't know as much as I think I do.
Tell me, what's a little lady like you doing traveling all by herself anyway?
Why? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady such personal questions? Let's just retire for the evening.
Okay, slowly Loxia's showing her soft side. Which, you know, that's the case with all tsunderes, most of them at least. Okay, yeah, that didn't really... Again, Hummel was so quiet, but when he said, like, oh, we're all the masters of our own relationships, that's just something I can hear Reen saying to, like, any member of Class 7. Sanctuary is destroyed, all because you unleashed a flash flood to put out that file. By your words. Not once in the history of this temple has an incident of such magnitude ever occurred. And to make matters worse, Donna, you had Olga and Sarai. I think Sarai is how chat said that's pronounced. Olga and Sarai acting as your accomplices. I know an apology won't make this right, but I'm sorry for my role in all this. I'm sorry too. I don't know who Rivali is. I've become well acquainted with Donna's indomitable spirit over the years. Your Eminence to me. Your Eminence, words, I don't know why I said to me. Had these children not taken action, the great tree and temple would have been in grave danger. I shall see it to personally that Her Majesty knows full well what transpired here today. As you wish, Your Eminence. What happened here is inexcusable. Come along, Donna. Dude, I can't wait to actually, like, see this girl, Donna. These are, like, the dreams, but I can't wait to actually see her. Look who's awake. Let's get going. Yeah, let's.
Good luck on the search!
There.
Yo, yeah, his grunts kind of sound like Reen, like, you know, like in Cold Steel, you could swing your sword outside.
Take this!
That is so Reen. His grunts just, like, are very Reen. Schlamm Jungle. Oh, you were gonna be a castaway?
I thought I saw him come this way.
Oh, chat is saying he's Reen. I knew it! I would never guessed it. Like, it took me a while, like, in battle, like... But, like, when I heard that line, I was like, yeah, that sounds just like Reen. And then his grunts sound just like Reen. Like, you know, in Cold Steel, you could swing your sword to encounter enemies. It sounds like Reen slashing his sword. Man, I really gotta get on the Sky and Crossbow games. I can't wait to play Cold Steel 3 and 4. Oh, was this voice? If it wasn't, I'm gonna read it. I thought I saw him come this way.
Damn it. Must be imagining things.
Okay, it is voiced. I don't have to read.
Over there.
I think that might be another castaway, but I don't recognize him.
Huh? Looks like he's headed our way.
Oh, I never played Breath of the Wild. That makes sense why I wouldn't know.
How rude! What is the meaning of this?
Nope. It's none of you. None of your business.
What's your deal?
Euron. Euron?
I'm an officer of the Roman Empire Military Police. Just call me Euron.
Euron, that's what he said. Okay. Military police. They're the branch of Roman military responsible for enforcing the law. But I've heard they mostly concern themselves with rooting out seditious elements within the Empire. Huh? Is that what people think of us? Some reputation we've earned. Yeah, the bad apples exist, but by and large, most of us are focused on arresting criminals. Anyway, I never forget a face, and you all look very familiar. You were on the Lombardia, weren't you? Dude, I love hearing of the Roman Empire after having played Ys 9. What can I say? Old habits die hard. Do you know if Captain Barbaros made it ashore? Castaway Village, huh? That's where I can find Captain Barbaros and the other passengers? Yeah, that's correct. Thank you for your cooperation. Boy, I tell you, that guy is something else. What was that about? He's a professional. I like that. I hope he doesn't cause any trouble in Castaway Village. Hey, join Castaway Village. Can I fast travel here? I actually want to go back to Castaway Village because Genius reminded me that I can go get stuff from Dogi, and maybe we are good for raid practice. Oh, Barbaros, not Dogi. Dogi's in Ys 9.
Let's see. Oh, that is great progress.
You filled in even more than that, diligent
Please take
worker.
this.
Gauntlets. Alright, nice. Oh, it doesn't give you like a percentage? Interesting. 100% explored, 100% explored. This is only 80.1%, but we need more castaways for that. Okay, we're doing really good with the map then. Most of what we need, we just need more people to get more obstructions. Alright. Pretty pog, pretty pog. Go right here. We don't need to like do exploring every single time. I kind of want to move the main story along at a decent pace as well.
Fuck.
Dude, we're gonna be force edging it up.
I thought everything you were saying was helpful.
I wonder if they're gonna give us an adventure gear to deal with this mud. That'd be interesting. I'm a gamer. Mangoes, right? Mangoes revive. I need up there. Or insect. Oh my word. Let me get this tree. Nailed it. You need to go up here because there's a chest. Hey dude, Salamandine. Yeah, we're probably gonna start next stream, by the way, with that night expedition. I think I'm just gonna spend the rest of today just story progressing. We only have like an hour left, so we'll see how. Oh, hey, manure recipe. You can go make that for Carlin. I'm so glad we ran into it in a dungeon, or just, you know, naturally.
Oh, somebody's there.
Die. How'd that not hit you? It was force edge of all things.
On guard. Oh, somebody's there.
I don't know how I'm supposed to reach that without any kind of like adventure gear. one know this, but they should have probably gave me if there is an adventure gear for this, they should have gave me it for this dungeon. They expected to like just rerun the dungeon and be like, yeah, I'll collect all the treasure, assuming there is one, which I think there is. Hey, flash mover, probably for flash moving a certain amount of times.
You're pretty good.
Nice.